hold on. We got more pictures.
We got it?
Hold on. They're still taking more pictures. It's popular.
Thanks again.
All right, traditional master senior male. Second place goes to Wayne Creason. And first place goes to Douglas Brown. Douglas Brown, come on up. Great job.
All right, welcome everybody to the Break the Barriers BTB 3D Open. We are here live from the Morgan Ranch outside Fresno, California. We have shot for about 12 hours over 2 days. We're ready to start with our finals here shortly. I'm PJ Riley. Sitting alongside me is U.S. Olympian Jack Williams. Jack, thanks for being here, first of all.
Thank you for having me.
And now, Jack, you shot both these courses this weekend with a compound bow.
Yes, I did. I love to come out with a little bit of fun every once in a while.
For sure. So give folks a sense at home of what these courses were like.
Yeah, so these courses, this was actually one of my first real 3D shoots besides for a local one. And it was hard. It was uphills, downhills. The shortest one we had was, I think it ended up being 3 on the rangefinder that you cut for, and then the longest was a 101.
101.
So anything in between. And
yeah.
It was long days, and the first day was hot, and now today, not as bad, so today was a lot better.
I mean, it was about 6 hours each day of shooting, and yesterday I know that you folks walked 8 miles. They said today was longer, but they didn't give me a distance.
Yeah, so my watch was saying right around 6, so who knows how accurate that actually is, but but 6 miles up and down hills feels a lot different than straight back and forth on a 70-meter field, which I'm used to.
So we're looking at Jesse Broadwater there. He was our pro freestyle champion with an 1190, crazy score. So he did shoot the highest score for the weekend here, and he's sitting in first place when we get to our pro freestyle finals, which will be our last of the night. But tell us how the scoring worked. First individually, and then we'll go to the team event.
So individually, it worked with center 12. So all the dots are painted orange here.
Orange dots,
so typical 3D, has the upper and lower 12. But you take out those, just center 12, slightly bigger 10 ring, 8 anywhere on the core, and then anything on the body was 5.
And one arrow.
One
per
arrow
target.
the whole time.
Yeah.
And now our team round, each archer would shoot off, and then if you're shooting 2 pros, you just take your score, the highest score for the team. If you're shooting with 1 amateur, you get 4 mulligans, and then if it happened to be 2 amateurs, I don't know if we had any dual amateur teams make the cut, but then you'd get 8 mulligans that you could take over.
We actually do.
Yeah.
Isabella Otter and Savannah Vanderweer.
Oh, yeah.
Both shooting
I was shooting with those
amateur. So what were the things that were affecting out here? I mean, you were talking about elevation, so you're dealing with cuts. I'm guessing you had a lot of side hill shots, and then it was windy.
Yeah, definitely on the top of the hill on the Delta side today was pretty windy, so had to wait for those gusts because short shots compared to maybe what you'd see at a world tournament where it's 50 meters or 70 meters, a 20-yard shot, you're not going to get drift on your arrow, but you'll get pushed.
Right.
So you're waiting to kind of time your gusts so then you can hold as steady as you can and make a quick shot to hit, opposed to maybe aiming off that you normally would do.
I like how you call 50 meters and 70 meters the short shots.
Yeah.
So I was going to ask you about that. You're obviously used to shooting 70 meters with a recurve, wide open wherever you're shooting.
Yep.
You deal with wind. How is that different from what you were seeing this weekend?
There was wind here, but it's nothing compared to what you'd see on a field tournament or an open field tournament, like just straight 70-meter scoring, because you're so much shaded, you're getting more push, and if you're getting pushed off, you might, blow out. I know Tate Morgan, he's up there. He shot an 8 on the taper, and it was just because he got blown out.
Right.
And it fired and
as the shot went
right
off.
there, right where it was going to hit. But, so that's not wind drift. That's just you drift.
Yeah, you drift. I like that.
So that's the biggest challenge here is the difference.
Gotcha. So what we're doing now is Jared Hergenrader, he's the CEO of Break the Barrier. And what we are having is, this is the collegiate shoot-off. So we've got 3 finalist teams.
Abby and Charles, you're going to pick who shoots first. So one person's up.
All right, so we have Abigail Holk and Charles Compton are going to be shooting from the 2nd position. And then we're going to have on the far end, we're going to have, Abigail and Charles are from Madera College. On the far end, we're going to have Isabel Wong and Erica Yu from UCLA. And then here on the near stand, we have Isabella Garcia and Cole Raven. They are from Fresno. So Jared is giving them the rules. There is a bear target. It is 30 yards downhill from the platform. This is a team shoot, so there's 2 archers per team. Each archer is going to shoot. This is one arrow closest to center, which, Jack Williams, you've been in more than one of those. Anybody can win.
Anybody can win. I mean, you can come from being way down on score, and then you just, one good shot is all it takes. And
one good shot.
All the pressure on the one arrow.
Closest is 3. Izzy, are you ready? All right. We're getting our archers in order here. So first up, we have Isabella Garcia. She's going to get 1 minute to shoot. When she is ready, the clock will start.
There she is at full draw. That's
okay.
Like
next archer,
could be good.
Let me know.
Maybe an inch off that 12 line, half an inch.
All right, start
it is
clock.
closest to center of that orange dot.
Yeah.
So next up, we have Abigail Holk. She was on our number 1 team. How's their form look, Jack?
I don't really know compound forms too well. Oh, a little bit low.
Just low. For not knowing it, you shot pretty good
I
this
did.
weekend.
I mean, that's the thing. That kind of same with recurve a little bit, but and compound. As long as it's repeatable.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
can do it well.
So I think Jared said this is Isabel Wong. She's from UCLA. This is our collegiate division shoot-off.
Ooh, a little high.
Just high.
So our first shot is still the closest.
All right, if you guys can step down, next up.
We'll see if somebody can better that. Maybe it's 2 or 3 inches off of dead center.
The door is definitely open.
When you're ready, look at me. Start. Okay, start the clock.
So first up is going to be Charles Compton, I believe. We'll see. In the black shirt. Nope, looks like Cole Raven is going first.
Yeah.
He is from Fresno.
Local boy.
He's got a nice steady hold.
Ooh, left side.
Oh, just left.
So that.
Okay, second archer, when you're ready.
My first shot
All right,
still
start the clock.
holding.
Still holding. Charles Compton from Madera College up next. We should mention they are shooting for various prizes. They didn't want to do money for college students.
Yeah.
Just left.
Just left again. I wonder if there's a little bit of wind,
All right,
or if
third
they're
archer when you're ready.
seeing their bubble a little differently with the way
Start
the
the
sun
clock.
is.
So this would be Erica Yu. She's the last one with a chance.
That,
Oh,
I
Okay,
think
all
that
right,
got
do not
it.
approach the
That's
target.
it.
Judges are going
That
to go
one.
check.
That definitely looks closer to that
Yeah,
fog line.
that's just underneath that orange dot. That was the last arrow fired. That looks like closest to center. How do you think their nerves were? These are college kids. They've never done anything
Yeah,
like
they've
this.
probably never done anything with this much of a finals field before. And I could tell you my first time was at the Lancaster shoot, and it was and it's, you can only fall back on your form at that point. Like if you start thinking about it, it'll mess you up. And
Do you
it's-
get used to it? I mean, you're
Yeah.
the reigning World Cup champion, or a World
All right,
Cup
we have a
Finals
winner. Let's see
champion.
who it is.
Oh, here we're getting our
Yeah,
winner.
there's Mike coming back.
All right, traditional guys, come on up.
There we go.
So
All
we're
right,
asking
Erica.
whose it is.
UCLA
Erica,
wins it.
Erica Yu, Team UCLA.
First ever NFA Collegiate Division.
That's our first ever, as
Congratulations,
if you heard Jared,
All
first
right,
ever
you guys can
Collegiate
step on down.
Division
Traditional,
champion.
Step on up. First place team.
Sweet. But yeah, so that finals field, you
Yeah.
get used to it, but
Pick your
it's
stand. First place
definitely
team traditional.
the second you start thinking about it again, it'll
Right.
get you.
I
And
mean-
it just happens.
I can, this here, I mean, that's a big deal for them. You're on
Yep.
the world stage.
Nolan and Allen.
Even
pick
though
your
you've been
stand.
used to it, I imagine nerves still come in.
Oh, absolutely. Like if I went up there and shot a team round, if I started thinking about it too much, it would get me. You know, and even
All right,
with
second place
Olympics
team,
and
step
World
on up, choose your
Championships,
stand.
Yeah.
it'll get you.
All right, so
Bare
now,
bow.
yes, we're going to shoot. It is,
Second place.
it's considered a traditional class, but it could be barebow. They could have a recurve. They could have any, stick and string, basically.
Oh, and longbow,
Second place team.
recurve, bare bow, stuff like that.
Yeah,
Yeah, cool.
it's looking so far. What I'm seeing is barebow setups.
Yeah.
All right, third place team, pick your stand.
Okay, so our number one team is on the far
Third place
end.
team.
That's Alan Eagleton and Nolan Encarnacion. Our second place team
Gary and
is on
Sandy, are you
the
here? Gary and Sandy.
second stand from the
We need
left.
you to pick
That's
your
Jeff
stand for the
Ruckman,
shootout.
Ryan Ruckman.
Looks like-
Our third
Are they
place
coming?
team. Do we have a third place team?
I heard they're coming, so.
Oh, they're coming. So what they're doing is we have to avoid the third stand from the left, second stand from the right, because in order for them to hit the bear, they would have to shoot right between the cameras.
Yeah.
So we decided we're going to stay away from that.
Best not to shoot that.
We'll have two teams shoot from the far stand. I'm hoping they remember that
Gary and
rule.
Sandy, pick your stand.
No, that's not a pick your stand.
Okay.
There we go.
So this is Gary McCain and Sandy McCain. They're our third place
All
qualifier.
right,
They
and
are on
Alan
the
and
closest
Steven,
stand.
Pick your stand.
And then last we have Alan Evangelista and Stephen Sin. And they will,
I don't. Did we get the memo?
I'm hoping somebody tells them that they're not supposed to be shooting from that stand.
Hey, Jared. Jared, you can't have that. Not over yet.
No.
All right, we're
Okay, I
sorting
think
out
we're-
here. We're sorting out here that our shooters can't be on that third stand because of our cameras. So
Yeah,
they're
the
going to
cut's
have
too
to
big
move.
right there. Yeah.
They would have to go right between the cameras. So this is Alan Evangelista and Stephen
Okay, we're
Sin.
going to go one at a time.
We're shooting
We have some
one
very nice
at a time.
prizes. We have some very nice donated.
We're going left to
traditional
right again?
bows, for these winners.
I guess we're
We're
going to
gonna go
find
one at a
out.
time.
Yes.
Gary in stand 1, when you're ready, we're going to start the clock.
There we go.
So here we go. So Gary McCain, yes, is our first shooter.
You have 1 minute.
Barebow 30 yards, Jack.
Yeah.
Start the clock.
That's
At that dot, which I measured it, it's basically a little bit bigger than a 50-cent piece.
oh wow. That's a that was a
Oh,
quick shot.
that's a good shot.
There you go.
Yes.
All right, next up, when
Yeah,
you're
so
ready.
what would that be? About the size of a gold on a 40-centimeter like indoor target? People might be using a little bit bigger.
Yeah, a little bit smaller
Little bit
than the
smaller?
full 9 ring.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit smaller. A little bit bigger than the 10
Yeah.
on the gold.
Somewhere in between.
So here's Jeff Ruckman.
A little bit of
Another
left
good
again.
shot. These are good shots.
Everybody's getting that height really good.
All right,
So they're
So
getting the cut.
Yeah. It's down the end. This is Nolan Encarnacion. He's getting his crawl there, Jack.
That's another world that
He's moving
played
his
around with, but ooh, right side.
just right. That's the first one we've seen on the right.
Okay, 4 teams step up.
Yeah, I was playing around with the barebow at NFA Indoor Nationals a little bit. The guys were just like, "Here, shoot this." And it's getting that crawling down.
It's
set
another
your hand.
game.
It's and aiming with the point.
Stand one.
That's you can only imagine
you
the
ready to
math
start?
that goes through their head when they're cutting now too.
So this is Steven Sin. Now he's got a little different. He's basically got a hybrid longbow is what he's
Oh
shooting.
yeah.
He's got a little bit
Right
out to
side.
the right there, yeah. It's a takedown bow,
But with longbow style. limbs.
longbow
Stand one,
style
when
limbs.
you're
They
ready,
weren't
let me know.
complete longbow. They do have a little curve at the end. So that's what we call a hybrid
All right, start the clock.
longbow. All right, this is Sandy McCain. Down here on the end.
Ooh, that's a miss.
Didn't see
Okay,
where that
stand
one
two.
hit.
That one grazed right off the back.
Okay.
But I think that team still has the closest. If
I believe you're right.
so,
Jeff Ruckman can't find his finger tab.
that is not what you want to do.
He found
Ah,
it, he
there you
said. All right. Yes,
All
he
right,
needed
we're
his
ready.
release.
Yeah, that's it.
You have 1 minute. Start the clock.
So, Jack, we see a stabilizer on there. That's an NFAA rule for barebow.
Yeah, so I know for barebow they're limited to a certain length. So I think that's why if you look at the end, you can see
Yeah.
the weights get really wide. For an Olympic bow, we're allowed, in theory, as long as we want. But usually we run about 30
Okay,
inches. That
first
looks
stand
maybe
when
like
you're
a
ready.
10 or 12
Start
Right.
the
is
clock.
that total distance. But it's a little bit extra. You can see he has more of like just a solid chunk of weight.
This is
Personal
Alan Evangelista.
There we go. I think last shot.
All right, we have 1 more. Here we
Oh,
go.
looks like he has one of those hybrid bows too.
Start the clock.
Oh, excuse me. I got that wrong. That last one was Alan Eagleton. Now this is Alan Evangelista.
There.
Also, hybrid longbow.
Gotta get it within about 5 inches.
All right,
And
that's the last arrow of our traditional team.
yeah, it looks like
looking
that first
like
shot.
the McCains.
Judges.
Yeah.
That's
Closest
looking
to
like
center wins it.
Gary and Sandy McCain.
That's twice now. The first
job,
shot.
guys.
I wonder if
Yeah.
having that first shot, a little bit
see
less
someone
pressure,
smirking
and then
down there.
everybody thinks about, oh, gotta get
That's
it
what I gotta
inside,
beat.
and then ends up messing up.
So and as we were talking about, Jack. Yeah, there it is. It's official.
And the winner,
As we were talking,
Gary
Jack,
McCain.
that's our third place finisher came in and they just won
There
the
you
whole
go.
thing.
Yeah, and with the compound division taking the top 8, so you can only imagine how
Yeah.
the swing that could happen.
All you want to do is get in.
Yeah,
Just get in
let's
the
get
game.
in. So, how
All
are
right,
the
traditional
individual
team
shootouts
shooters,
going to work?
Great job this weekend.
So,
Congratulations.
Next up, we're going to have our professional. We're only shooting off the teams.
Okay.
So the individuals are done. But what we're going to do next here is in the we're calling it our pro class, but there can be 2 amateurs.
Yeah.
It's this is our top freestyle
before we have the
division.
team money freestyle 5 through 8 teams.
And this is for money.
And
Yep.
1 through
And so
4,
first
we
it's going to
actually
be
do
5
have
through 8
some
are our
tiebreakers.
teams.
We have a
Okay.
few shootouts we have to do.
Oh, we do have a
Oh, we do
shootout.
have individual shootouts.
So there were some ties. So what
I
this
need Doug Rosen and Randy Long. Come on up. I need Logan Lusk and Hogan Hansen.
okay.
Hagen Hansen. And Gaius Carter and Dave Cousins. Come on up.
Okay, so what he's doing here is these 3 teams all finished at 1192.
Oh.
So he needs to sort them out to see
Yeah.
what position they have, 6, 7, 8. They all made the finals.
Okay.
We just have to figure out what position they're going to shoot in. And so this one, now we should mention, now we're shifting things. We are going to 82 yards to the giant dragon up the hill there.
Oh, this is where my brain goes straight to. Could be a little
All
bit
right,
of
we
an
have a
advantage right
tiebreaker
here.
for place. Here we go.
Absolutely.
Because these 3, they're not
David
shooting off to try to make an 8 cut.
1, 2,
They're
or
already
4,
in.
guys.
Now
Exactly.
they get a sight-in arrow to when
1,
it
2, or
actually
4.
matters.
Yes.
David can't be on
Good
3.
point.
Cameras aren't
You
gonna
want
catch
something to look at.
Mm-hmm.
And this dot
1, 2, or
is
4.
fairly significant.
You can-
It's a good-sized dot out there, but, you know,
It's still 82 yards.
It's still 82 yards, and it's closest to center. So everybody gets it in the dot. And, but say you shoot it at 81 and a half or something.
All right,
Yeah.
we're gonna shoot all
Actually
3 of you
needed
at the same time,
81
so when
and
you guys are ready, you have 1 minute.
81.7.
Right.
These guys know that now. Or maybe the next guys won't.
So what Jared has explained is that they're going to shoot all at the same time. Again, it's closest to center, and this is to sort out order for our 5 through 8. The winner of this ultimate shoot-off is going to take home, the winning team is going to take home $1,500.
Yep.
Our top division is going to take home $4,000.
Again, this is just for placement,
So-
so we're going to shoot the first 3 at the same time.
Yep. This is for placement. And we got this giant dragon, as we mentioned. I don't know. I think it was like 12 feet tall or something.
Yeah, it's a big target. This one,
All right,
and then they
start
had
the
like
clock.
a goblin and then a yeti were 3 really big targets and really fun.
This target, you'll see, you'll get a good shot of it, was made with a 3D printer.
Wow, that's many pieces you can imagine.
So there's miss, miss,
Yeah,
miss.
so you can see they all got the
I
yardage
don't
right.
think anybody got. Oh no, one got the
One
dot.
caught just the line. I think that was Dave.
Dave Cousins, one of the most experienced field shooters in the world. Not surprising to see his arrow.
And now I can look behind the target and I see a lot of the other pros kind of glassing down. So they're all looking, okay, these guys all went left.
So we have Gaius Carter, Randy Long.
Hold on, Gaius.
Oh, we just interrupted. And
Waiting for everybody to get set.
Logan.
Oh, yeah, because
Lusk.
they're doing all at once. Waiting for Logan to move his sight.
If you're just joining us, this is the Break the Barriers BTB 3D Open. This is our final shoot-off. We are coming into the pro
Here we go.
classes.
You ready?
This shoot-off is just to determine
All right,
positioning
start the clock.
for our 5 through 8 finals. They have 1 minute to shoot.
Wind is about the same, so we'll see if they aim off a little bit. Yeah,
Oh, somebody got.
you got 2 in the dot. The one
All
they
right,
aimed off too
judges.
much.
So 4 fletch pink. Is that Gaius's arrow?
Nah, Gaius is the one. Gaius is the 3 fletch, and then
I'm shooting a 4 fletch.
Logan was the 4 fletch.
Okay.
So I think Logan actually might have had the closest. It's hard to tell.
So we will get the official word.
Yeah, so it looks like, from looking in the quivers,
Yeah.
I think Dave and Gaius might have gotten it with that one kind of sitting at 11 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
The pink.
The pink 3
Yeah,
fletch.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. it looks like
that's Gaius's arrow.
Yeah.
The
So
pink one.
Pink one's Gaius's, so that's probably now going to take the top spot, and then it looks like the four fletch
Should
Logan
be.
might take the next spot, and then that'll put the 6, 7, and 8.
Yeah. Would be Gaius, Dave Cousins in 6, Logan Lusk, Hagen Hansen in 7, Doug Rosen, Randy Long in 8. And again,
Unofficially.
that's just for positioning. Again, we're still going to have a shoot-off. I would imagine the waiting would be the difficult
Oh,
part.
yeah. Well, usually you can go down, and look and kind of can tell, but these guys are just looking with binoculars at 80 yards away, and it's hard to tell.
Well, now how about this? So here our number 5 team, Francisco Cantu, Henry Bass, all these other guys just got to take a shot at it.
Mm-hmm. And they all went left. So I saw a few of the pros on that first shot of the first, where Dave shot.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of went a little left. So I think Gaius actually probably corrected a little bit, maybe aimed half a dot right.
Right.
And just let it coast in, but the wind just died. So
Here we go. We're ready for
might see something
placement 5 through 8.
blow out the
This
right.
is for an extra $1,500. Closest
Okay.
to center.
$1,500.
Henry and Francisco, you get to choose your stand first.
Francisco Cantu and Henry Bass, they came in with an 1194. They are our 5th place team. We split them up 1 through 8. So this is our first shoot off for $1,500.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to pick their stand, and looks like they're going to choose the one on the far right if you're looking at them from the front.
All right, Dave and Gaius, pick your stand.
Dave and Gaius. Dave Cousins, Gaius Carter. Two pretty well-known shooters.
Dave, you can't pick the stand you wanted now. Cameras are good. Logan and Hagen, come on up, pick your
Logan
stand.
Lusk, Hagen Hansen. Our 7th place finishers. They need to collect their arrows.
This is for 7th place, pick your stand. This
This is
closest
because
to
the
center
higher
again.
teams are already guaranteed
Teams
based on their
5 through
placement,
8,
correct?
You're going to shoot 1 arrow
Correct.
closest to center. Closest arrow wins
So-
$1,500 for your team.
Okay, so they're going to shoot off the same stand that they just shot off of. Logan Lusk is in the green.
Okay.
Hagen
We're-
Hansen
we're
is
gonna
in the
shoot
blue.
1 arrow at a
And then
time.
our last team is Doug Rosen and Randy Long.
So stand 1 when you're ready. Let me know.
And Doug Rosen is on the stand. So we've got Logan Lusk going from left to right. Logan Lusk, Doug Rosen, Dave Cousins, Francisco Cantu.
Start the clock.
Logan's up.
Maybe a little bit of wind.
82 yards. He just shot this
He did.
30 seconds ago. Just straight
Start
under.
stand when
Maybe
you're
a bit
ready.
of a dip bang there.
Start the clock.
All right, this is Doug Rosen.
Tall.
Just over the dot.
Start the clock.
Split the
Here's
difference.
Dave Cousins now. There's a big gust.
Mm-hmm. If he's going to shoot that, that's a brave move. Yeah,
Oh.
he aimed off too much.
Outright.
All right, 4 stand when you're ready.
And now Francisco Cantu.
Start the clock.
.82 yards, closest to center.
It's a bigger arrow, so he's going to get pushed a little bit more.
Oh!
But he buries it really
Nice.
close.
Just under that center 12 ring. That's going to be tough to beat.
That could win it. have seen even closer shoot-offs.
Now we've got Hagen Hansen's going to be up first.
All right, stand one when you're ready. Start the clock.
There's a gust too. Oh, and it's getting stronger.
Four fletch is good. We'll see. There you go.
Into the
Good
dot.
left and right, but
Still under
below it.
Francisco's arrow.
Stand two when you're ready.
I played the four fletch game on my recurve for a little bit, and it drifted a lot more than
Is that
so
right?
I wonder if he had to aim off more or less.
This is Randy Long. Died for him.
A little bit, yeah.
It's
It looks
long.
really stable, but
Long hold.
yeah.
All right. We can't see the clocks, but he has a minute.
Yeah. But that's plenty of time for one arrow.
Yeah.
Oh, shaky.
Oh, he didn't
little
like the
low.
looks of that. Now,
Yeah, I just went off low probably.
All right, gaze when you're ready.
Gaze Carter up next.
He also just shot this, and he was probably pretty close to where our winning arrow is right
Yeah,
now.
I
so
wouldn't want him to have two cracks at this. Gaze is a good shot.
No, a little bit out.
Oh,
bottom,
just out.
low,
Yeah.
low and left.
His impact was low left, and now we got Henry Bass.
So that means their team won, because that's
Oh, yeah?
this arrow doesn't really
This doesn't matter.
It's just sight in.
Henry's shooting for show here.
Yeah.
He didn't like that shot, but
But good enough.
yeah.
All right, Archer, stay here.
Francisco
Judges,
Cantu.
please.
So that just shows, Jack. I mean,
Yep.
you've got Dave Cousins, Gaze Carter, Henry Bass, three guys who've been playing this game a long time on the pro
Very
circuit.
well known, yeah.
And
it happens.
amateur came up there and shot the best arrow.
Yep. That's anything can happen. I mean,
In my
It's-
backyard, even I hit the middle sometimes.
And if you know, it's just if the stars align,
You can hit
it'll get in there.
Hit it at the right time.
Yeah.
So we're going to wait for official confirmation, but
All right,
Henry
winner,
Bass.
Francisco
There
and
it
Henry.
is.
Congratulations.
Francisco Cantu, Henry Bass.
$1,500.
They take home $1,500. So now, Jack, we come up to our heavy hitters.
Yeah.
This is a who's who list. So right now in fourth place, we have Savannah Vanderweer, Isabella Otter. Third place, Drew Hortman, Tim Gillingham. Second place, Tate Morgan, Paige Pierce. First place, Blair Sandberg and Jesse
All right, here we
Broadwater,
go.
who won the individual pro freestyle.
Closest to center. Each of you get 1
Closest
minute.
to center.
Close to
For
center. And going into this,
$4,000.
Jesse's team
One
has
arrow closest to
quite a
center for
lead, but as we talked, it
$4,000.
doesn't really
Yeah.
matter.
I mean,
What's that?
let's say Savannah and Isabella did
Jesse
it.
and Blair, pick your.
Jesse's team beat them by 70 points in the
go.
regular round.
70 points, but if Savannah can
matter.
put one closer,
We should mention the last time this event was held 2 years ago, Drew Hortman and Tim Gillingham shot together,
Yep.
and Drew actually, I mean, he hit absolute center X, and so they won this event 2 years
Second
ago.
place,
Yep.
Paige and Tate, pick your spot.
So we got Jesse and Blair.
I wonder if there's some strategic thinking about, because we always go left to right. So do you want
Yeah.
to shoot first? So it looks like Jesse played a smart
Tim and Drew?
move.
To go second.
In third place, pick
So he
your
gets
spot.
one win call from the first person.
When you are in a shoot-off and the judge gives you the choice, what do you like to pick?
And in Fourth place.
Depends if
Savannah
I'm shooting
and
good or
Bella.
not.
Oh,
If I'm shooting good, I prefer to go second.
you prefer to go second.
Because
Gotcha.
then I like looking at a score, even during live scoring. You know, this whole event I was
Archers,
checking.
remember that
Oh,
the
okay.
arrow
I like
has
to know
be
that
off
stuff.
before
Yeah, yeah.
the
Because it
time
kinda-
expires. The arrow has to
Kind
be
of puts
off
my button gear and like I
before
need
the
to
time
make up
expires.
points, or maybe
We're gonna
if the
shoot
first
one at
guy
a
shoots a
time.
big miss, I'm all right,
Right,
relax a
right.
little bit.
$4,000.
So it's
Gotcha.
but
One arrow.
can be a double-edged
Closest
sword
to center.
because they stuff it. And like,
Stand
uh-oh.
up
Uh-oh.
one when you're ready.
So we're going to have Drew Hortman up first. Jesse Broadwater second. Paige Pierce third. Isabella Otter fourth. 1 minute to shoot. 82 yards. Closest to center. $4,000 is the payday. And I should mention, it's all or nothing. There's nothing for second place. It's you take 4,000 or you take 0.
Whew.
Now, in their individual scores, there's prize money
Yeah.
for that they already won. But for
for
this
this-
shoot-off here,
Start the clock.
Drew's got Tim right next to him. Oh, just
little
over
tall.
the dot.
All right, Jesse, when you're ready,
Just over.
start the clock.
Here's Jesse Broadwater, our individual champ.
Jesse's been in his fair few of finals matches, and
Yeah,
aimed
straight
off a
right.
little bit too much.
All right, Paige, when you're ready,
Now we've got Paige Pierce.
start the
Who-
clock.
Paige has also been in
This
a lot
is-
of finals matches.
This is her backyard. This is her game.
Hmm.
Safari 3D. This is what she does.
Single arrow shoot-offs too. Just
Yeah.
she's done it all. I'm getting blown a little bit.
All right,
Ooh,
that's
that's
it.
the
In the
closest
dot.
arrow.
Closest so far. Here's
Closest.
Isabella Otter.
Start the clock.
You shot with her
I
in
did.
Savannah.
So, from what I saw on the course, there were a few where this similar distance and stuff. So, she put it really close. So did Savannah on a couple of them. So,
Stabilizer just moving a little.
a
Oh,
little low.
a little low. All right, so we're going to come back. The door is still open.
All right,
Tim
next one.
Gillingham up first for our second round. If you've never seen Tim Gillingham before and you're just seeing his bow, yes, that's a crazy setup. 4 stabilizers.
Start the clock.
He does his own thing.
And it works.
It works for him.
Yeah.
He's won a bunch of tournaments this year.
Mhm.
And his wind indicator is dead calm. Oh, right
Oh,
next to that
I
other one.
think-
He's right on it.
I think it might. I don't know. We'll have to take another look. But Page's,
That's going to be a measurement.
it's
He's got
he's got slightly
white
thicker
fletchings?
arrows. Yeah. So it's definitely touching Page's arrow. It's just, is it on the inside or the outside of that touch?
So this is Blair Sandberg, Jesse's teammate.
Nope.
He's out left. Now we've got Tate Morgan.
Start the clock.
Tate's got a good bit of wind right now.
Now the
too.
wind picked up. I mean, that's the name of this game.
Yep.
It was dead for Tim. Now it's blowing for
Mhm.
Tate.
And that happened on our 101 shot too. And it just, some guys get blown around and some don't.
It's calming down. Tate was our leader after day 1. Oh, just under.
So we're still on that Page or Tim.
And
So
Savannah.
here's Savannah with our
Last
last
shot.
chance. Savannah Vanderweer.
She's had her fair share of shoot-offs. too,
She
so-
has. She's shooting a compound this weekend, but she's training with you at the training
Mhm.
center with a recurve.
Yeah, just took 4th at Arizona last weekend.
So she has done this before.
Wow,
Wow,
low.
that was low.
So that will come down
Alright,
to a
Archer's
very
getting
close
there.
measure
Please.
between.
We're going to need a measurement.
I wonder wonder if they've thought about reshoot rules on this.
So Tim doesn't have any arrows over here. Paige has white fletchings.
Uh-huh. That's
And
where
Tim,
it's also a little bit interesting where, how do you know what to measure off of, too? There's not a real dead center there.
the top of the arrow.
So
Maybe
it'll
they're-
be the closest part of the arrow to wherever they measure. But
Whatever they deem to be the center.
I don't know if maybe they came through and marked it, put a little X on the dead center.
Yeah. They're giving it a look. I mean, we're 82 yards away looking at a TV screen. For them up there, it could be obvious.
It could be very,
But
looks
from
like they're
here,
co-
it looks
they're-
interesting.
They're kind of going back and forth. A lot of money on the line here, too. So
I believe Paige's arrow is the left one and Tim's is the right. I
I was
believe.
seeing it completely opposite.
Oh,
so
well,
there you
go.
Can't even tell.
We can't even tell. Your eyes are better than mine.
All right, winners, Paige and Tate.
There you go.
There you go. That
Paige
was
Pierce, Tate
very
Morgan.
close.
The suspense.
Take the wind.
Congratulations.
Engaged to be married. That's good. So they can.
Round.
Well, Paige will take all 4,000. Tate gets
Oh.
nothing.
I'm sure that'll go towards another hunt or something that she wants to go on.
That's great. Yeah. Break the barriers, folks. If you haven't ever heard of this organization, by all means, check them out. They do wonderful things for lots of people. What their motto is inclusion. Everybody has a place. They have about 24 sports. Archery is one of them. So they just welcome everybody with open arms and want to have a place for everyone. Jack, we appreciate you sitting in here with us. It was great to have somebody who was out there on the course to give us their expertise and, of course, your international expertise. We appreciate everything you do.
You.
All right, folks, that's going to be us here for Competition Archery Media. Thanks for joining us. The B2B